All right. So I think Tyreek Hill made a bad mistake, and he made a a bad comment too, that he left because he was targeted very little in VAR games. And when they did the statistics, he was totally wrong. He was targeted way more than he could have possibly even try to state it. So I still think he's a phenomenal player. It's just I think that was a bad move for him.
He went for the bag.
and then so man, the Dolphins looked good, and they looked good. And for that the coach, a Yale coach, looking like he does.
I think he's overthinking. He's overthinking the offense. Like, some of those games, it was like, okay, you got a good running game going. Stick with it. He wants to be aggressive. You don't need to be aggressive. It's not a bad thing to check down. Everything doesn't have to be a 60-yard bomb to prove that you do have an arm and that you can get it down the field. Tom Brady was never a deep ball thrower. He could throw it deep, but Tom Brady killed you 10 yards, 15 yards, and they just dominate. You just don't have to. It's just frustrating, man. I feel like I'm in a twilight zone, man. We 8-3, and now we 8-8. Like come on. It's like, yeah. you can't. I don't know.
Get Byron, sharpen your pencil.
He looks like he's already been beat up enough, man. You figure you got two.
Hey, man, I tell you what, I'm a Dolphin fan to the end. So.
No, and I know most Dolphin fans. No, you're a Dolphin fan to the end. Does that mean you stay through the whole game?
The whole game to the end.
Because
to the end.
Most Dolphin fans leave by.
I know they do. I know we got fair weather fans.
Yeah,
they do. But I'm not one.
No. What do you think about the Dolphin situation and Tua? Aaron?
I feel bad for that kid because he's not going to be playing much longer if they can't protect him. He shouldn't have been put in. He's impressed me. I've not been a fan of him. I don't think the Dolphins should have drafted him. I think he was drafted way too high to begin with. I mean, coming off an injury, and now look at him. Now he's another injury-prone quarterback that they seem to have. So I don't know what else. I mean, I don't know if his contract's up soon, but they might want to start looking for somebody else. I don't think Teddy is the answer either. Unfortunately, I mean, he was going to be good, but Tua's I think he's injury prone now.
He's always been injury prone, even at
he was injury prone in college.
He's not a big dude at all.
No, he's little, and he's going to keep getting hurt if he doesn't get. He's got no protection apparently. With the amount of concussions he's had, he's going to be done way too early.
Yeah, but some of that may be
bouncing his head off the grass or whatever kind of field. That's what the ones I've seen. That's where it looks like it's with the field or whatever that keeps causing this.
Also, based on what Kevin said, if they're going deep, too many times. That's why Brady, some of those guys didn't get hurt a lot because they're doing quick, short passes. When you're going deep, you're giving more time for a lineman to get you, or linebacker to get you. Come around. They're gonna get you, so you're gonna get hit. And it goes back to the size of the quarterback. When you're whatever 6 foot tall and compared to a 6'5", right? You're getting hit. From your neck around here a lot more at 6 foot than you do at 6'5". And everybody's got to protect your legs. But man, Byron's 6'6", and when he played for Minnesota, I mean, if he's hitting a 6 foot guy, most of Byron's body's hitting you. Really? When you're hitting a 6'5" guy, not all of his body's hitting you because he's coming a lot lower. Is that a fair statement?
No.
I think so.
Okay, well, and then of course not.
Target area is much lower.
Me
Mhm.
personally, the
Well,
problem I
higher
think
on the
is
small.
that the receivers that the Dolphins have are smaller receivers, and they run a lot of crossing patterns coming across the middle. And if you got a 5'10" guy, Tyreek Hill coming across the middle, or Waddle's not that big either, coming across the middle, and get blown up. That's where it all comes to, as far as them throwing shorter passes like Brady would do. Because Brady had like Amendola and Edelman and all these guys. Where they do all that work? Running across the middle. Then every now and then they would
But
go deep.
Edelman's a little guy.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, but he would go across the middle. He was, that was his thing. He knew he was going to get blown up. Is Tyreek Hill that kind of, a receiver that wants to run across the middle like that? Is Waddle that kind of guy that wants to run across the middle? If they don't want to do it, they can't run that kind of offense where Tua can get the ball out of his hands.
That's and they need a tight end too.
They got to go on Gesicki.
Oh yeah, I like him. That's right. I like Gesicki. That's right. But
Underused.
They don't use him enough. Yeah, I don't agree. I don't think they use him.
But
enough
he's gone after this year because his contract he's on the franchise tag this year. So
who is this?
Gesicki.
Oh man, that means
Yeah,
he's gonna be a superstar.
Yeah, probably somewhere else.
Because usually it's like the Dolphins in the minor leagues for the NFL. Once you leave there, you become really good.
Well, that's the Washington trade also.
No, it's predominantly the Dolphins. I'm telling you, it's predominantly the Dolphins, man. Leave the Dolphins, you become a bona fide star somewhere else. Sometimes guys I don't even know.
Cut him loose.
The guy's having a good season. They go, he's a former Dolphin. I go, oh my God, I know one. That's hilarious.